Chad and I are close. We have a good friendship, and we have a tradition. Once a year, we do something we call the annual. And it's a brother's trip. We just go somewhere fun. We reconnect for 3 or 4 days. We've been doing it for years. And something I really look forward to. And we've had some cool experiences. And so a couple years ago, he calls me up and he says, "Hey, Rye, I've got a great idea for the annual this year." I said, "Okay, pitch me." He said, "I think we should go run the world's hardest, hilliest half marathon." I said, "Hell no." Like, what kind of a trip is that? Like, that's a sufferfest, man. I want to go deep sea fishing or do something cool. He's like, "Oh, we'll train, we'll get in great shape, it'll be this, we'll do it together." He really wanted to do this, so he wore me down. I said yes. So we fly to Berwick, Maine on a Wednesday to run a race appropriately titled Hell on the Hill. 60 laps around this hill, half of which is a ridiculous vertical incline. And they let you walk the course the afternoon before the race. So I'm walking around, and I'm looking at him, and I'm looking at the other runners. I'm recognizing we've dramatically undertrained for this event. And everybody else looks like a triathlete, but the two of us, these guys have like grease things, and I'm like, I felt so out of place, and I was like, dude, there's no way. Like, look at these people, come on. This was such a bad idea. I was really giving them a hard time. Well, we had a dinner that night with all the runners, and the host stood up and he said, welcomed everybody. He said, look, he said, just a few thoughts about tomorrow. He said, we've got a beautiful day, weather's gonna be great, perfect day to run. He says, it's gonna be a real test. You have 4 hours to finish the race, and we're gonna support the hell out of you. We've got a DJ and music, and people are gonna be cheering you on, and hydration, everything you're gonna need. But I have one unique ask. Here's my ask. At the 2-hour mark, at the halfway mark, we have 20 minutes of silence. The hill goes silent. DJ knows, music's off. Everybody who works here knows, silent period. We ask our runners to please observe the silent period. Here's why. The 2-hour mark, you're gonna start thinking about quitting because it's hard. That's when the pain sets in. The discomfort's there. The adversity strikes. And you still have a long way to go. But we figured something out. If you dedicate this race to someone or something other than yourself, and during that 20 minutes of silence, you focus your attention on that thing that matters, a switch goes off inside you, your resolve switch. And all of a sudden, you're capable of doing a whole lot more than you thought you could. And then he went on to share he was dedicating the race to his father, who he had recently lost to Alzheimer's. And he closed by saying, he said, whatever happens tomorrow, I'm crossing that finish line with Dad. And tonight, I would encourage you to go back to your room and think about who you're running this race for. And before the race starts tomorrow, we're gonna have some mic runners, we're gonna do some dedication shares, get in the right energy, and attack the hill together. We went home that night, got some rest. We're back at sunrise on the top of the hill, getting warmed up, ready to go. And Jesse said, okay, we've got some mic runners, guys, we're ready, it's gonna be great, but I wanna get our minds right. And if any of you would feel called, would a few of you be willing to step forward, grab a mic, and share who you're running for, who you're dedicating the race to? The shares started, right? It's emotional, vulnerable, people dedicating the race to people they love, people they lost, people that couldn't run, younger versions of themselves that endured hardship and trauma. There wasn't a dry eye on the hill. I leaned over to Chad and I said, hey Chad, who you running for? He said, I'm running for you. You're my brother. I love you. This is our day and our race. So I'm not crossing that finish line without you today. But if we lock arms and we do this together, we can do this. We can get across that line in 4 hours. I thought, okay, I am not letting him down. I took that real seriously. So the race starts. We have a plan and a pace. So we're moving around the track pretty good. I'm feeling good. He's looking good. We get across the silent period. We're in the back half of this thing ahead of pace. And I'm feeling great. I'm like, I think we got a shot at this thing. And all of a sudden, over my right shoulder, I hear, cramp, oh my God, cramp. Chad grabs his hamstring and goes down. I'm like, oh my God, dude. Get him off to the side. I get his leg up. I'm trying to stretch his hamstring. I'm pushing down on his toes. And he looks up at me and he goes, I'm out. I said, well, that was a hell of a speech you gave. He said, no, dude, it's bad. I can't go. Go get your medal. So I said, well, if you're out, I'm out. We're a team today, man. He said, no, I want you to go. I said, no. I said, we're in this together. So why don't you get up? I help him up. He said, I can't run. I said, forget about that. Can you take 3 steps? Yeah. Great. Could you take 3 more? Yeah. Could you jog 3? Yeah. 3 more? Yeah. Well, he starts jogging, works it out. We're back in the race. Still have a shot at this thing. 7 laps to go. I look over at him and I told him what I believe to be the truth. I am dying of a heart attack, Chad. I was dizzy. I was getting like spots. I was dehydrated. I was in so much pain. I was like, I don't think I can go around 7 more times. Could you take 3 steps? Yeah. 3 steps at a time. And then he said the thing. Imagine what it's going to feel like tonight at dinner with those medals around our neck. Well, this is Chad and I crossing the finish line at Hell on the Hill. Thank you, guys. Or as Chad likes to say, this is Chad dragging Ryan across the finish line at Hell on the Hill. But the sentiment is true. Everything you need to accomplish all you desire in this work and all you deserve in your life is inside you. It was put there for you. Our opportunity is to look inside ourselves and commit to doing the work to become a little bit more of who we're capable of being each and every day. When it gets hard, and it will, when the adversity strikes, and it will, when the change and challenge has you overwhelmed, as it will, don't focus on the finish line. Take your next 3 steps and always hold the answer to this question close to your heart. Who are you running for? Thank you guys very much. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you.